Hello, I'm Mimi. I'm a digital illustrator and recently I reached 100,000 followers on Instagram. So today I thought I'd share a little bit about how I grew my account and my tips for you to grow your own art account on social media. Having an audience on social media has brought me professional illustrating opportunities, it acts as a portfolio of my art, and I've made so many wonderful connections with people all over the world because of it. It took me just under 2 years from when I started posting consistently on Instagram until I reached that 100k follower milestone, and it's all organic growth without any paid posts or bought followers. So how did I do it? Well, in a nutshell, here's my recipe for success on social media, at least from my perspective. Prioritize the social media platform you've chosen, give it lots of love and attention and as much content as you can comfortably sustain, and build a community on that platform by genuinely engaging with other people and just being a nice human. The people in your community will mostly support you back, and social media platforms love engagement, so the engagement you put in will come back to you via your community. Sometimes I think that for all the speculation and frustration about the algorithm on Instagram, we forget the power of genuine human interaction and how much that shines through. Sure, the algorithm is important, but so is being a decent, genuine human to other users. So let's dive into some tips that helped me grow my Instagram account and hopefully will work for you too. Understand your why. Why do you want to grow on Instagram? Do you want to use the platform as a portfolio of your work? Do you want to sell products to your audience? Do you want to help other creatives? Or do you just think it will validate you as an artist? There's no wrong answer to this because your why is personal to you, but it's really helpful to know why you want to grow because it will help keep you motivated when things are slow, and it will help direct the choices you make on the platform. Whatever your reason for wanting to grow is, I cannot recommend enough also having a metric for success that is not based on followers and engagement. If all you're interested in is growing your follower count and nothing else, then when things are slow, you'll get fed up and probably want to quit. Think about what else you want to gain from posting on Instagram that is not related to the statistics. For me, I wanted to improve my art, and so posting regularly to Instagram was what was keeping me accountable, and I would feel successful if my art improved regardless of how many followers I had. If you've seen any of my other videos about growing on Instagram, then you'll know that I also wrote down some foundations for my Instagram account right back in the beginning to help keep me motivated and accountable as my account grew. They were: be genuine, treat other users with kindness, encourage the creativity of others, post 5 times a week whether it's a quick sketch or a finished drawing, let go of expectations about my drawing abilities, and share what I learned to those who want to know. I don't post 5 times a week anymore, but I did for a year and it really helped improve my art skills while also showing Instagram that I was creating regular content. Everything else on this list is still relevant 2 years on. Post valuable content and post often. Let's face it, social media algorithms are hungry for content and are just dying to be the center of your attention. So it's fair to assume that the more you post and engage, the more you'll be seen. For a lot of artists, it isn't feasible to post daily, but if you're really wanting to grow your Instagram account, then posting 3 to 5 times a week can definitely help. If your art takes a long time to create and you can't post regular art but still want to grow your audience, then you could consider posting behind the scenes content, work in progress shots, or casual sketches along with your finished art to give your audience an insight into your work while also posting regularly. Try to find a balance between making content that you really want to make and that is also valuable to your audience in some way, because it's really important that you enjoy what you're creating, otherwise you're not likely to be consistent with it. If you love reels, make lots of them. If you can't stand reels, then focus on posts. I haven't posted an Instagram reel in months and I've had solid growth from just posts, even though the reach of individual pieces of content sometimes feels sporadic. I challenged myself to post something 5 days a week back in 2020 because I knew having some accountability of sharing my art somewhere would help me develop my art skills and build a habit of creating consistently. It also had the added benefit of showing my art to people every time I posted, and slowly but surely I grew my account by posting consistently and regularly for a year. I also wanted to post valuable content as much as I could. That didn't mean that my art had to be fantastic, but I wanted it to offer value to someone's day by either being fun or cute and uplifting. Have a think about what value you want to provide people by sharing your art with them. Do you want to educate them, or just make them smile, or share something beautiful? We all have value to share with our art, even if you don't realize it yet. So have a think about what value your content has on Instagram, and you'll have a better understanding of why people are following you. Build a community. In my eyes, community is everything. Sure, I want to improve my art skills, and that's a big part of why I started posting on social media, but being part of a community of supportive and like-minded artists has been hugely beneficial to me in so many ways. When you build a little community of relationships with other people who share a common goal or interest, you can all uplift each other, and I think that we're so much stronger together. I believe in community over competition, and I honestly think that's been a big reason for my growth. I believe in cheerleading for other artists, mostly because it's nice to do, but a positive side effect is that often when you uplift others, they'll want to do the same back to you when they can. When I have people who are really supportive of my accounts, I'm way more likely to share their content or compliment their art because we've already built a relationship. So although it sounds a little counterintuitive, sometimes spending more time being nice to other people without asking for anything in return can give you the most back. Pay attention to the data. If you're keen to grow your Instagram account, then it's really worthwhile to pay attention to the data that the platform is giving you. You can get insights on each post about who saw that post and where those accounts were reached, and also how many followers you got from that post. Sometimes I go back through my account and see which posts got an unusually high amount of engagement or followers, and try to identify what it is about that post that people liked, either by going through the comments or just thinking about how it's different from my other posts. Sometimes it's just a particularly bold image that really stands out in a feed or the explore page, and sometimes it seems to be the subject of what I've drawn. I'm kind of spilling some secrets here, but in the past I noticed a post did surprisingly well, so I drew a similar image not long after and it did even better. And more recently, I noticed simple, bold flowers with happy faces doing well, so I created some more and they perform really well pretty much every time. I wouldn't recommend being too repetitive, but sprinkle some similar posts in among your other content to see if they continue to perform well. Obviously, if you don't want to create more of those posts, then don't, but if it was something you liked creating the first time, then making variations of it can be a win-win. Take breaks. It's super easy to fall into the hamster wheel of creating more and more content and then feeling like you can't slow down or you'll lose momentum with the algorithm. But I think it's important to remember that you're not a robot and humans need breaks. In fact, it's sometimes when I take a bit of time off from my normal posting schedule that I see a boost in my growth when I come back. My very unscientific theory is that Instagram likes posts with high engagement, and if you've taken a little break and then post a nice piece of content, you're probably likely to get more engagement than usual because it's the first time people have seen something from you in a little while. So don't assume that taking a break will always be terrible for your engagement, and even if it is, it's never going to be more important than your mental and physical health. Take a break when you need to, whether it's for a few days or a week or longer. So lastly, I just want to acknowledge the struggle of social media sometimes and the frustration of putting out content you love just to have Instagram and not show it to your followers. If you're feeling fed up or disheartened, I just want you to know that you're not alone. I think a lot of us artists have felt frustrated with the platform lately, which is why I think it's so important to have metrics for our own success that don't rely on followers or likes, otherwise we'd all go crazy. We can only work with what we've got, and I'm sure you're making beautiful things. Let me know in the comments if you're growing an Instagram account or if you prefer to use other platforms or none at all. Not everyone wants to grow their social media accounts, and I think that's great. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.